And we're back. Let me get back into the game. And then I'll hop back in Discord. Sorry, for some reason, and my internet speed just plummeted. I'm not really sure why, so I just started the router. Hello?
Hello.
You still can't hear him. Should we tell him? I'll put something in the chat. I can't hear you.
You're funny.
How do you spell can't? K-E-N-T.
You spell it the British way.
You.
K-E-N-K. Kenk.
I can't hear you. Oh, there you go. English.
It's hard. It really is hard.
Or K-A-N-D. Can't hear you.
Dang it! I should have thought that's even better.
And if you're trying to say in the past, I cunt. K-U-N-D.
No,
couldn't hear you.
That's
too close. It's not. It's not that word. It's couldn't.
No.
I couldn't hear you.
Couldn't hear you. I couldn't.
K-U-N-D. K-U-N-D.
Couldn't.
You'd have to do K-U-D-N-T.
Well, assuming that they're not swallowing that. So Samantha.
You should probably finish that statement.
Chewing the cat, not swallowing.
Swallow that D.
Oh dear. We've scared off half of his audience.
Oh, we are streaming now again, aren't we?
Oh yes, you are.
So yes, while we're streaming for Extra Life, we tend to try to filter the things that come out of our mouths. It's filthy.
That's fine. I've refreshed the page. That way my past transgressions can't be seen by me anymore.
Oh, but I can see them. It's simulating. It's just taking a really long time to simulate.
Yeah, you're not missing anything. Samantha is missing a leg, and she just got dropped in the hospital bed. And if Juicebox can patch that leg in 7 seconds, she can live.
Oh, so we may have another one down.
Yeah, sorry, Samantha.
So you killed RD Mac yesterday.
Did I?
Yeah. Was it yesterday or was it the day before? It was after stream.
Oh, with the infestation.
Yeah.
One of the infestations. Excuse me.
Okay, so there's the bot. The bot is back. Yeah, the infestation that came up in the bedroom up there.
Ew.
It was better than the one that came up in your hospital.
Oh, that one was easy though. Oh wait, no, that was here in. Was it my hospital? Yeah. So okay, so I was deep drilling in my hospital.
It just gets worse every time you speak. It just gets worse and worse and worse.
And yeah, I just surrounded him and took him from all sides.
You heard it here.
I can't believe I heard it.
This is literally what happened.
It really is. I watched. He lost most of his hospital beds to it.
Oh, I lost 2. I have like 12.
Now, I thought at the time you had. I thought that was like a quarter of your total.
No, most of them got damaged.
Ah. Okay, I'm caught up.
All right, so Juicebox, can you do it? I don't think so. 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, look at that! So close! Oh, so close! If it would have been 10 seconds, she would have lived.
Poor
Raid and
Samantha.
Sub-raid buttons do.
Been waiting for what? Dimmer, I didn't hear you.
What does sub-raid and raid do if I push those buttons?
Oh, those buttons? That's a... Hold on. I'll post it in chat. There. That's what those buttons are.
Samantha died by like 3 seconds.
Basically, if I were to raid a channel, instead of... Because a lot of streamers would do for years is just they would post their raid messages in chat and you'd have to copy them to take with you when you went to the other stream that you were raiding. But those buttons right there, if you click them, if you click one of them and then just like it automatically copies the raid message for you. And as a sub, you can click the sub raid one. Because you could click it either way, but you won't be able to. If you weren't a sub, you wouldn't be able to use the emotes in the other channel. But because you're a sub, you can.
Oh, okay.
So like if we were to say raid the game mechanic after stream. So Pixel Sharks could, Dimmer, you obviously can, and there's a couple other people who are subbed. So that's what that is.
Okay.
And that's as the message says, that is a Twitch extension that was made by Instafluff, who we do have in this colony. He's here. He's right there. See? Where are you, Fluffy? Are you sleeping? Fluffy's sleeping. Zzz. Zzz. So yeah, we have a dead body. You gonna do something about that?
No.
I
No.
clap my hand. Make it go away.
Alright, so does the multi-analyzer have to be touching the benches? It doesn't, does it?
I don't think so. No, it just needs to be near. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it has to be touching both of them.
How upsetting.
You want to
Terrible.
tell us how you really feel?
I don't like losing colonists.
It does seem to happen though.
I mean, it's survival. Doesn't mean you're successful. What are you unhappy about, Mr. Gray? I harvested organs, ×3. Observed corpses, ×3. We harvested organs. Colonist died. I was insulted.
He's still mad about being insulted.
He's always insulted. He's Mr. Gray.
It's true. Mr. Gray is currently streaming.
Social.
I should go let him know. Your tune.
Yeah. Oh, it's been so long since he was insulted. It doesn't show up in his personal log.
Well, finally, he's getting over it.
20 hours. And then he'll get insulted before that is up.
This is true. This is true.
New version available.
Of what?
Tell Guthron to go to the following URL to install and activate the new version of this extension of paint.
Oh, the Streamlabs thing.
New features.
Remind me of that after the stream.
Yeah. I'm pushing buttons and seeing what happens.
Beep, boop, beep.
I've got cheese. I didn't know I had cheese.
Yeah, it's what the currency is. In the Streamlabs, you have currency that can be used to participate in certain events in the stream.
I'm gonna undo this Megasloth tame. Let's just leave him for the Allosauruses once they've grown up.
You okay?
The Allosauruses will eat Megasloths for breakfast.
Yes, they will. Moving furniture, moving furniture. It's so much easier to move digital furniture.
Oh yeah. Not even breaking a sweat, man. Actually, my hands are sweaty. They always are.
Ew.
Not that I
Ew. Ew.
Part of life, man.
Ew. We don't need to know what's happening with your hands. Oh man. Somebody, who was it? It was Game Mechanic. He's playing a religion win in Civ 6 yesterday. So he's looking around for characters that have the hands, to show that they're religious units.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just hopping, and he finally finds one. He says, "Oh, you've got hands. I have a job for you."
Nice.
And only after he said it did it hit him. Wow, that was extremely, and I clipped it just because I could.
Yeah, didn't I tell you my girlfriend's name is Rosie?
No.
I know what her last name is.
No. No. Remember what you were saying earlier about the extra live streams?
Yeah, I didn't finish the joke.
No.
Rosie Smiley Face.
Yeah, Rosie McSmiley Face.
Yeah, that's what we'll go with. Rosie McSmiley Face.
The S is silent.
Rosie McMiley Face? Or Rowie McMiley Face. Rowie McMiley Face.
Keep going. I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually.
There we go. Yep, Rowie McMiley Face.
You'll figure it out eventually. Oi. It's
Samantha's just hanging out in the hospital. She's doing fine.
I'm getting all kinds of red today.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I haven't even bumped it to fast speed at all.
Yeah, I've been sitting at 43.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's AT&T.
Which, okay, you can say that all you want, but currently right now I'm getting 160.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not that. I don't know what else. I don't know how else I can fix. I just restarted the thing and I'm getting 160 down and 150 up. So I don't know. We could try backing out and taking Minify out now that you've moved the stuff.
We haven't moved everything. We saw the research benches and multi-analyzer.
Okay, well then we should prioritize that.
Need chop a body up.
Yes, you do that. You go chop bodies. Who's available to move something?
I am.
J-Kim. I'm borrowing.
Medicine forever. Just have a whole bunch of corpses need to be.
Alright, so I've got J-Kim's moving the research bench. Or the fabrication bench. And then I'll have Watershine move the research benches. Abaddon, what are you doing? You're resting. You work on the other one.
Wow, we have research temperature.
Vlad to me. Okay, so the multi-analyzer, the two benches, and the fabrication bench are currently set for someone to move them.
Yeah, I think those are the only things that we still need.
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to move the windmills.
Not really. I mean, we can, but they don't really. They're all in functional places.
Yeah, I didn't think we needed to. They seem to be okay where they are. Well, now we're... What are we down to now? We got 4, 8, 12, 16, 18 colonists now.
That's fine. I'm convinced that so I've never seen a 53-man raid until this last one that I got in the single player game. You had mentioned the number of colonists affects the size of raids. I think it does.
And
that was insane. We don't need more colonists. That just means more caskets to build on the spaceship. Let him die here.
Caskets.
That's what I took away from it.
Well, it's like the end of the game doesn't say, yeah, they made it home safely.
I think we actually... Do we only have 2 of our original colonists? Who's the other one? Dimmer?
I don't know.
I know Mr. Gray and Fluffy are, but I'm not sure. I think Dimmer may have been the other one, because we started this one before we made those versions of each other.
Mm.
Okay, so fabrication benches and high-tech research bench. High-tech. They've all been moved.
How long have you guys been playing this game for?
This particular one?
Yeah.
A couple weeks.
But remember, you gotta remember, like, on stream. Okay, I exited. If you want to exit and remove that mod. On stream, up until this week, we'd only actually been playing it 2 times a week on stream, but we've been playing it on our own. Well, when I say that, I say Mike's been playing it on his own. Hold on.
For a month and a half, maybe.
We have a leaf blower.
Trimming the hedge. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know. Hedge cleaning. Oh, awful.
Yeah, I'm overdue. Yes, did
I don't even have grass.
Laser hair removal?
No, I don't. I live in an apartment building. On the fourth floor.
That's one of the reasons I live in an apartment building right now. I don't want to. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yep. All right. I'm going to pour some coffee, take a quick bio break. It is simulating on my end. I'll let you know when I come back if the arbiters count up.
Very German. Yeah, this whole Brexit thing means Germans are even more up themselves than usual, and they're starting to actually believe that German is like the only language spoken on the planet Earth, and they're getting really irritated that people continue to speak English here, and it's just like really depressing. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's starting to leak a bit in Frankfurt, and it's definitely there in Heidelberg. Actually, the further away from Frankfurt you get, I mean, like obviously there are still bastions of English speaking, like Bramstein and stuff like that. But the further away, yeah, the further away from the financial hub of Europe you go, the less they want to speak English and the less they have to, which translates into, well, they're not the Nazi party because they're not socialists, but they're everything but socialists. And it's getting really it's not ever going to be as bad as it was, but they're right wing socialists. They were right wing socialists. Right. Correct. I take it back. Right. Okay. fascists. Fine. We're never going. Yes. We're never. I'm not. Sorry. I think you misunderstood. I wasn't implying that racism is coming back. What I was trying to allude to was that racism is never going to be a problem in Germany. That that's that's the one aspect of all of this um, that that is not going to be what I would. Racism's everywhere to some degree. What I'm saying is okay, but what I'm saying is with regards to this, it's German arrogance, and whether you were born in Germany or you emigrated to Germany and you speak some level of German and you consider yourself a German national, there's a very strong undertone of Germany is the best. Yeah, but it goes to the point of Australian ignorance. And I don't use that phrase lightly. Yeah.
Okie dokes, I'm back.
Yeah. I really do like living in Germany. I'm just, I'm, I'm feeling more and more like an outsider every day. Yeah.
The,
If, if,
the things that were minified are now back where they started.
if it weren't for Mrs. Dimmer and Friends of Dimmer, I wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Alright. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So no comments about my parting words? Really?
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh. It's okay.
What was,
Mm-hmm. And then something right after that.
I missed that last bit. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it was loud and loud. Right into the microphone.
You know what happens when Glitch starts talking? You can't hear anything else.
Oh yeah, it was like a really, really loud fart right into the microphone.
Nope. Yeah, nope. Nope, didn't hear it. Honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to cook.
No, it's just yeah, it just feels like, I mean, Germans to some extent deserve to to stand on be on their high horse about a lot of things. They've well and truly earned that right, that privilege. Um, yeah, and they're very good at doing some things. Um, um, however, the, my observations of them in public, I don't know what goes on behind closed doors, and quite frankly, I don't want to know. That's their business. I like my privacy, and I respect others' privacies. But what I'm starting to see in public is a little bit disturbing. Germans, often thought that Germans are very nice, kind, polite people, but I'm starting to see that politeness as a superficial mask.
They're just becoming Americanized.
I don't know what it is.
Just are the way they are. Oh. I did no such thing.
How rude.
Oh, he is dead. Never mind. Mm-hmm.
Sure, seems sensible.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm,
That's too bad.
that's really unfortunate. Yeah. I do. Yep, I remember. I remember also. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Round hole, square peg.
Hey, is that better, Seth the Riser? Yep. Guess what, guys?
What? You need to restart?
No. You remember the?
You
You
had
remember
us
the?
on mute.
You remember the leaf cutter? No, he could hear you guys.
Oh. You have
Couldn't hear. Remember the leaf cutter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dema, why didn't you tell me I didn't turn my mic back on? What are you good for, Dema? What are you good for, Dema? Hey.
He's in chat. He's not in-
Guys, no, what it is this is Friday and we just don't care. We're just going to let everything happen. No, sorry, Setherizer. So anyway, but when you arrived, I said hello and sorry, Chalice Mike killed you. And then I proceeded to tell some stories about Germany. So yeah, every day's Friday. So, but yeah, thanks for joining us today, Setherizer. So, how are you today? I apologize for Chalice Mike's lack of caring for you.
I cared that he died.
He did. I will give him that much. He was upset. He is upset whenever they die. He just didn't do anything to prevent it from happening. I keyed. But the worst part was you were married to somebody, weren't you? Who was?
Dude, like just gotten married.
Was it Watershine?
Yeah, I might think so. And she's probably still pissed about it.
No, at this point, no. She's upset that a colonist died, and she's been rebuffed by Dukes. She's moved on. Watershine has moved on. She is trying to hook up with Dukes. Oh my, Katz is happy because Samantha died.
Oh!
Her rival. Yep. I don't see who it was, so I think
It must have been a while.
Juicebox was also happy that Samantha's dead. So is Zoe.
Dang.
Wow, there's a
guys are vicious.
MS was happy. Anybody else happy that said, oh my goodness, Warren is a 6. He's really happy. Chalice Mike, you're also happy she died.
She must have been a piece of work. What was
Tilt Tomato doesn't have any opinion on it.
Oh, she had creepy breathing. She was a cannibal.
Jacksonator is happy she's dead. So is Vlad.
Yeah, she was creepy, man.
Abaddon as well. Zygmunt has no opinion whatsoever. Now, the funny thing is, all these people who are happy that she's dead all have the colonist died debuff.
That's strange.
Yes, most of the colony is glad that she's gone. Oh, that's right, TwitchCon. Yeah, TwitchCon Europe is this weekend in Berlin. Because Fluffy, InstaFluff is there.
Very nice.
And speaking of, I forgot to do this when you first popped in because I was telling a story. There you go, Setherizer. You need to play something besides Kerbal Space Program. We haven't seen you on it in a while. Sorry, I didn't mean to have you guys sitting there staring at an empty room. Whose beds need to go here? I need to move beds. We've almost moved all the beds. I think all the beds that are currently occupied, except for Juicebox Heroes and Tilt Tomatoes, have been moved. And I'm just going to put them in this nice big one up here because why not?
Mm-hmm.
You guys can have the room that's been covered in insect meat. You haven't played KSP in a long time. Well, that means you haven't streamed in a long time. But hey, you've streamed in the past. I remember watching Fluffy play that Kerbal Space Program. It was hilarious watching him try to get that rocket off the ground. Like, you could tell them the way he was building it, he wasn't actually trying to get it off the ground. It's like he was just trying to see how big of an explosion he could do. Yeah, Setherizer, that's part of the reason why I didn't stream through most of 2018 was because I was gone and at places where I couldn't stream, except for a couple of occasions when Demmer loaned me his internet. Because Demmer's cool like that.
Yeah. My internet is the best.
No, well, compared to the hotel internet I was on, you're right, it is.
It's non-centralized.
That's a load of crap and you know it. Saving.
No, it's true. I
No.
speak the truth. Always.
Yeah, who owns that who owns all those internet lines?
I do.
If by you mean telecom, then yes. That's how and see this is a holdover for what we were talking about before, which may or may not have made it on. Yeah, it did because that was before the Leaf guy came by. And how telecom exists in the modern German economy is a holdover from that bout in history. The idea that the public sector and the private sector can coexist, but the public sector must control every aspect of the private sector. And so by contracting out all of the rights to all of the telecom lines to one company aptly named Telecom, and then letting Telecom decide who they want to then subcontract out, different areas and stuff like that. That's classic. That's basically classic fascism. Seth the Riser, yeah, that was funny. I remember I was assembling space stations in orbit while he was trying to get his rockets to explode spectacularly. They were. Oh my goodness, they were.
I thought fascism was identified primarily by its ultranationalistic aspects.
No, the primary difference between fascism and socialism is patriotism. That's it. Because that fascists...
But isn't that like a huge faction? Like
Nope.
A huge part of the definition of fascism?
Nope. The socialists that believe that there should be no international borders, that you are loyal to class, right? That's generally a pure socialist. When you start getting into the flavors of, say, democratic socialism, stuff like that, you start to get into slightly different things. But when you're talking about just pure socialists versus pure fascists, the primary difference between them is that fascists recognize national pride, just like they recognize that the private sector has a role to play, just it must be heavily regulated and controlled by the public sector. Whereas in a socialist state, socialists say you belong to your class and you should be loyal to your class across all lines. So no family lines, no country lines, none of that crap. Doesn't matter. You're loyal to your class, and which is actually extremely popular in Asia, like especially in places like India and China. That is an extremely popular view of being loyal to the class that you're in. And that there should be no private sector at all. It should be all public sector. So, but that idea that because you're extremely nationalist, you move yourself to the right, that it's true, but you're talking about shades of one side of that political ideological spectrum. So. But yeah, those rockets exploding on Fluffy's stream, that was hilarious. So where are they landing? Is this it?
Everywhere.
I see two right here next to us, but they aren't
everywhere.
But they aren't coming out.
They're everywhere.
Okay, so I see.
Like if you want to find them, go ahead and go look around, but they are everywhere. They are. Like that was the way the raid described it is a group of pirates from the champions who arrived in transport pods. Their pods went haywire and are landing scattered all over the air.
Yeah, I see Blanca to the south, and I see Raymond.
There's pods up in that north area.
There's, pods everywhere.
There's pods everywhere.
Pods everywhere.
Yeah.
I really need to send a note to the apartment complex about these guys with the leaf blowers. It's not that I mind them doing it, it's that they're not doing anything. They're just blowing all the leaves onto the grass. And the guy that's walking along the grass is supposed to be blowing them up into a place where they can collect them, isn't doing it. And so then I take my dog out to walk and he wants to eat every single leaf out there. There's no place for me to take him because there's leaves everywhere. It's like, I don't mind if you eat grass, but I don't know where these leaves are coming from. I don't know what result they're going to have in your digestive tract. Well, there's two of them right next to our farm. And we apparently have an injured Allosaurus.
I saw, or I felt, I guess, a giant explosion. I don't know where it was. It's okay, yeah, so these transport pods dropped all over everywhere. I just had the screen shake from some sort of an explosion. I can't find where that happened. However, we've got, let's see, we've got a couple dead already. We just lost a pig, which is fine. The animals are getting shut up a little bit, but they'll defend themselves.
Alright, he moved away.
Right.
Guthron has an issue with loud noises happening in the background of somebody's microphone. For example, if you really want to irritate Guthron, eat chips or something crunchy while you're on.
You know, there's actually a scientific term for not being able to hear that, right? And it's not professional. Okay, I'm trying to create a nice particular type of an environment here, and having loud noises on my stream is not conducive to that. There's a reason why when meteorites land, I won't go to the area where they are until after they've landed, because I don't want to hear that explosion in my ears.
Anyway, so in case Setharizer, you can't hear Guthron at the moment, or you couldn't hear him for a while, it's because there's leaf blower in the background.
I unmuted myself this time. It's Friday. Give me a break.
Button pushed. Correct. Release the hounds.
Well, in this case, I think he's releasing the dinos. They just shot grufflers. Why would you shoot grufflers? They're fleeing, but where are they going to go? There's no place for them to go.
The ones inside are just going to die.
They're just going to die, yeah. I don't think...
Outside, they are already all dead.
Yeah. This raid is doomed. Blanca's going to get away.
Where is she?
Down here. She was stealing stuff.
Oh, yeah, she'll get away. Unless she tries to flee to the north.
Yeah. It's not going to end well for you. Not going to end well for you. We
have some rescuing to be done.
Yes, we do. Did anybody survive?
Prisoner.
Anarchist. A guy named Anarchist. Who's an anarchist? That's nice.
That's not... That
Jag is...
Like we want him.
Jag is dead. Rowan is dead. Anarchist is dead.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't see any.
Blackjack. Charles might get stunned. He's fighting a brontosaurus or brachiosaurus.
Okay.
But I don't know if he's gonna. He might. Saving. He might actually kill the brachiosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. Is that one of our? Yeah, it is. It's just one that we didn't name. It must have been one that that came to later.
Well, and I also just don't name them.
I really need to see about getting that Guthron bot subscribed to the thing so it can use the emotes.
Right, let me reset the
animals. I wish they would let us, and they may do it for partners. I wish they would let us designate that like a bot account that would have the same benefits as the streamer account, so that it could use the emotes instead of having it get it like because people will gift. If you've spent any time hanging out in other streams where they have bots in there, people will just gift subs to the bot so that it can keep using the emotes.
Oh,
which
wow.
which we're supposed to get. Which we're well, I mean, yeah, but the sub goes to the streamer one way or the other.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's when you gift a sub, the sub is still going to the streamer. You're just gifting it to somebody else. But the thing about gifts is they're only good for 1 month. So, but yeah, speaking of emotes, I'm supposed to be getting a third one here soon. I mean, I have the ability to put a third one in there, but the artist who made the first two is working on the third one.
Nice.
Who's being rescued?
Warren and Cellist Mike, I think.
Cellist Mike. Yes, the useful version of you. Unlike Golgoth. There's feces in our former dining room. Or former recreation room.
Named Feces? Wow.
No. It's like right there. Look, see? Poop.
Fecal matter everywhere.
Yeah, the stream will get. You'll get there eventually. It's right there. There's poop, and there's poop. It's gonna become our prison. That's what we should turn that whole complex in. All those empty bedrooms, Chalice Mike, we should turn those into the prison.
It's not a bad idea at all.
Mr. Gray is going to save Grufflers. Charles did not win his fight with the Brachiosaurus.
Imagine that.
Mr. Gray he's stressed. What is your issue, Mr. Gray? You harvested organs. He harvested organs. Oh, he observed a corpse. Unsightly environment, darkness, ate without a table, colonist died. But you're happy that she died.
Yeah, that's weird.
He's really mad about the harvesting organs. It's that colony-wide debuff.
Well, that's why he keeps, like, every time he's lost his freaking mind and tried to go wild or left the colony, because this is the one where he's...
Yeah, he did go. Yeah, he went feral, and we had to capture him. He was listed under wildlife.
It was because he had just harvested organs.
Do you have a place where you're storing the bodies for harvesting?
Yeah, they should be going down into the freezer down...
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
South of the hospital.
And there he goes again.
Well, no, not yet, because we haven't moved the... It's over by the chem fuel place.
Cricky, it looks like his body just fell apart. Like his head got shot off or something.
If you look, he's probably missing body.
Head bitten off.
Yep.
Clearly he was trying to fight a dino. Such a violent end. You shouldn't have attacked.
Yeah, it's like these people never learn. Don't screw with us. It's like where is the incentivization method in the game?
Clearly, the last one just didn't do it right. So let's try scattering ourselves all over the place. Let's see if that helps. Puffy has miscarried due to poor health. Probably because she's starving. Who is Puffy? We have too many animals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think Puffy was wounded in the fight. Bleeding out in 4 hours. Looks like we're gonna have some meat.
What kind of animal is it?
Muffalo.
Oh, whatever. I like, until we get Ankylosaurus's, I haven't been doing it, but once we have Ankylosaurus's, I want to slaughter all of our...
Muffalo?
Buffaloes.
Well, that Muffalo's gonna die. 3 hours.
Shucks. Some blue fur and meat.
Yes, but that'll be it. There will be no more blue wool from that one. Hey, look, we have some steel. That's something that you lack in your game. Steel.
We just haven't got to the point where we're building... Well, no, I don't know. Why did we have so much steel? We were out.
Because we found a load down here, remember? We found two different...
We've got the deep drills going now as well.
Yep, that, and we had that other colony for a while where we were stealing all the steel.
Mm-hmm.
But we ditched it. It's gone. Although if we went back to there, all that stuff is probably still there. Yeah. Oh, Watershine, what are you doing? Watching TV? No. Go move a bed. Dukes, what are you doing? Relaxing? No. Go move a bed. No socializing. It's time to start moving furniture.
Do they need the recreation? Like those people that
they weren't all the way down. Nope, they weren't that low.
They weren't completely miserable.
Watershine was going to watch TV. Her recreation is at 80%.
Okay.
Dukes was going to sit and rest. His social was at 70%. I think they're okay. To move one bed each, I think they're okay.
Oh.
Oh no. Jadzia. Aw. Rowan shot him. He was shooting Brachiosaurus 4 and hit Jadzia's heart. So sad. Well, that's one less dog that you have to feed, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only reason why they're not on the slaughter block is because he suggested that we sell them.
Yep. Well, I mean, those wolves you can sell. Those huskies you can slaughter. I don't care about them.
Oh, I wasn't planning on selling wolves. Wolves will go hunt for themselves.
Oh, the dogs are the problem?
The dogs are the problem.
Just
The dogs will not hunt for themselves. They're not herbivores. They won't eat plants.
just
The only things they'll eat are things that you need to eat.
so sell everything but Baby Groot. I just put Jadzia in the freezer. We're gonna need to move that deep drill soon.
Which one?
Well, right here next to the cooler. I don't know how it's. I mean, it can get all of those right there.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
fine.
It's got a lot of
It's got a lot to go, but the ones in the wall there, we'll have to dig out a portion of the wall to get those 3 on the other. Or we just put it in somebody's bedroom.
Yeah, we can put it in somebody's bedroom. I'm actually going to change where the
'Cause that-
compressor is headed.
Because that always goes so well. Putting heavy machinery in somebody's bedroom.
Yeah, whatever.
Saving. All right. Juice box.
Oh, I do things. As soon as I pressed on pause. Well, I pressed on pause to try to change the location of that dresser. It looks like I am not catching up.
Was it paused? Oh. No, it didn't. Sorry, I was trying to reach for pause.
Oh, you're fine. It was just, it didn't get anywhere close to where that would have been.
That's fine. It happens.
I have to go soon.
Oh. I am going to bring minimize back. Minimize. Yeah, minimize.
Mrs. Dimmer is coming home.
Oh.
Mrs. Dimmer. Mrs. Dimmer. Well, thank you for joining us today, Dimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Rosie.
we do stream. I'm streaming pretty much every day of the week, or every weekday around 10:30. So 5:30 your time.
Okay.
So don't be a stranger.
I will endeavor to join in more often.
Yeah, it's appreciated. Yeah.
All right.
So
Bye.
everybody say goodbye, Dimmer.
Goodbye, Dimmer.
Bye, Dimmer.
Get out of here. Go hang out with your wife. Are you back in?
I will be momentarily. Since I had to be kicked anyway, I just went ahead and added Minify.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it smells so bad in here.
Sorry, I just got an email from my employer.
We heard that you've been doing stuff besides work.
No, in this case, they were just talking about next week. My the work I do starts contributing to my ranking.
So is there like a production expectation?
Initially,
To do so much?
it's I had to produce 100 pages a week. If I want to get up to the
100 pages?
Yeah, but like the cut that I was working on right before we stopped, it's a 16-minute cut. I'm only 3 minutes in, and I'm already at 6 pages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's based on once it's been formatted, and it double spaces, so there's a gap between.
Oh.
Mod list mismatch.
That's because I added Minify.
Oh, let me put it back in.
So that was the third time I said it.
Sorry, I was reading that email.
Yep. But that's fine because Arbiter still has to catch up.
Okay. All right, so let's let that.
Actually, it looks like Arbiter's caught up now.
Okay. So you should go ahead and set them to move that thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, the thing does double space between. So like, while if one set of dialogue could take 5 lines, that will all be single space, but then there will be a gap between it and the next part of the conversation of 1 line.
Yeah.
So I can. It's usually hard to tell just by looking at it, because I thought that the one I was going to do this morning, the first one I did, was only going to get me 4 pages, but it turned out that it was 5.
Okay.
So
it's not too bad.
yeah, and then the one, yeah, like I said, the one I was doing before, that I stopped to do this stream, it was a 16-minute cut, and I was only 3 minutes in, and I was already at 6 pages. So yeah, it's because the guys are talking quickly.
Mm-hmm.
They're not saying a lot, but they're talking quickly, and it's a lot of short
Yeah,
things.
transcription is easier than writing from your own brain.
Oh yeah, because the hardest part I had was when 2 people talk at the same time. It's like, come on, guys.
And it's not like you're not accustomed to that.
Yeah. Well, and I asked the question. I was like, what happens when I just can't hear it? Because I'm getting stuck on this location. They're like, five times. Slow it down, turn it up 5 times. If you can't hear it, then move on.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to remind myself of that when I'm getting, especially when it's not impactful, because there's a difference between something that impacts the understanding of it. So like if I get a location wrong, a name wrong, a type of car wrong, an important detail, EEIs, the importance, essential information, that stuff, that's an impact error. Other things, it's just
essential elements of information.
Yes, the things that tell you the who, the what, the why, the where. Maybe not the why, but the where, the when.
The lingo for military transcription might be different, but it's still the same.
Mm-hmm. So, but see, the thing I've noticed is that sometimes I feel like I'm getting bogged down as I'm going through trying to get it exactly right. But when I go back and do my second pass, I'm noticing I'm having to make a lot less changes if I do let myself get a little bogged down as I go through. Okay. So the second pass is literally just how long does it take to listen to the cut all the way through one more time, and then maybe add about a minute or 2, maybe 3 minutes to that to account for an occasional that I missed, or an I, where you have to actually put I that I might have missed as I was going through the first time around. So I don't mind it. The work is fine. It's just it's getting the workflow. I really need to get more into the workflow sooner, and it's getting easier because going to bed at 9:30 is becoming more of a, like, for this past week I've been struggling with it because I'm not feeling sleepy yet. I mean, I feel tired, but I don't feel sleepy. So I'm getting closer to the idea that 9:30. Like last night, I was actually lights out in bed at 10 o'clock, but I didn't fall asleep until like 10:45. So it's getting better. But whereas, the end of last week, beginning of this week, I wasn't falling asleep until after 11:30, which is when I was normally going to bed. So today I actually got up at 5:30, whereas yesterday I slept until 6. So the goal is to be able to get up at 5:30, walk the dog, feed myself, and be set up on the computer going at 6 o'clock, and then work from 6, except for a few moments of managing the kid in the morning, from 6 until 10, with a pause to walk the dog at 8, and then walk the dog again at 10, and then stream at 10:30. So I can hit that. Now, we'll see how that goes next week. I may end up, the thing about the stream is I can push it later. Yeah. The only for sure thing about the stream is that I want to be done by 4 o'clock, because that's about the time Michelle is home. Zoe doesn't come home until almost 5. So as long as I'm done by 4 o'clock, so I could technically push the thing until afternoon if I wanted to. I just so and I may, in order to get to the 150 pages a week rate and get the higher pay rate of that, I may do that. I may end up pushing it from 10:30 to say 12:30. So that's that's just how it goes.
Flexibility is important in anything.
Yeah, flexibility is important in anything, but when it comes to streaming, the biggest thing about being able to build a community and build an audience that sticks with you is just figuring out what works and then being consistent. Now, when you're as big as someone like Azili, in terms of her community, you can be a little more flexible with her, because her schedule used to be set every day, same time. You could set your clock to it. Now, she's a little more flexible, but the thing that she does is, if she doesn't start at the same time, she'll go longer. because it's what she does. That's her job. Me, you know, I still think that being on the, you know, once you've got a time, you should just stick to it. So if I can get to the point where I can do enough work before the 10:30 stream that I don't have to go back to it after, like today I'm going to go back to it because I want to get that, because I committed to getting that one done.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure I meet my total for this week. If I can do that, then bully for me, but we'll see. I just know it's technically part-time pay, and I don't want to be spending full-time doing part-time for part-time pay. Yeah. Now, I am getting part-time pay from my disability, so that kind of evens that out, but all that means is I can just take, that gives me a little bit of freedom in terms of how long I give myself to do the work.
Yeah.
A little bit more flexibility. If I was completely reliant on this, honestly, if I was completely reliant on this job to support us, it wouldn't be enough because there isn't enough work. Yeah. And I was just reading on there. Oh, Dukes and Avedon. Dukes has been rejecting everybody. Oh no, Dukes. No, Dukes. Yeah, Dukes and Avedon were together, and Avedon rejected the proposal.
So now they need new beds. One of them does.
Well, they're standing there talking. I think they do.
No,
well,
I asked if they're currently together, and you said yes, they're currently together.
I
don't see a set of beds that have them together.
Well, the double bed just moved. One of the double beds just moved.
Okay.
So we have beds that need to be assigned. So
Right, if you want to do that, I need to use take a bathroom break.
Yep, it's doing an autosave right now.
All right, it should still be paused.
Mm-hmm. So yes, for those listening, the stream, I'm going to try to keep it at 10:30. We'll see. I have to do what's best for. We'll put Avedon there, and we'll put Dukes here. There we go. I think they were using this bed. Chalice Mike, do you not have a bed? Did your bed disappear? Where are you, Chalice Mike? Oh, you're in the hospital. Aren't you? Yeah, you're in the hospital. Well, now this bed is useless. So I guess this is going to be Chalice Mike's bed. There you go. You have a bed, Chalice Mike. So yeah, so I'm going to try to keep the stream at 10:30. I kind of like that start time. It gives me a chance to kind of get into and taking the break to do the stream is nice. And then having the set time to get off at 12:30 is nice. You know, I stream for 2 hours. That's 10 hours a week of streaming. That's a lot of content. And then I transition off to do other things. I like that, and that gives me the flexibility of, hey, I could choose to go back to I could continue doing the job, or I could try doing other things. I want to get to the point where I have a designated time that's a half hour of writing. That it may end up being best to do that on stream, you know, bring back the creative part of my stream, where I transition. I stream games for, you know, a couple of hours, and then I wrap it up with a bit of creativity. My only concern with that is if I get like into a game, or we're having a conversation about some of the things we talk about on stream, and I get too focused on that, too distracted by that I don't get to the creative side. So, and I think I would benefit from having the separation of, I'm going to do my stream, do that kind of creative stuff, separate, eat myself, take the dog for some exercise, come back, and then create separately. I think I would benefit from that. We need to move. What is everybody doing? MS, what are you doing? MS, how about you move some more beds? And yeah, so stay tuned. I appreciate those of you that do, you know, continue to view, and it's not that I'm not going to keep doing this. I'm just, you know, the schedule might change a little bit over, you know, the next couple of weeks, when if I determine that I need a little bit more time in the morning to do the work. So, but like I said, I have a hard end time. I don't want to still be streaming when the family comes home. So, because I like to be available for them, because I'm the stay-at-home. I'm the one that's here doing all that stuff. So we'll see how that goes. DJ Cams, you're there. Jack Snader, you're moving that stuff. Okay. Vlad, Damien, what are you doing? Harvesting tea plant.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Did you have it paused for a specific... Oh, you don't have it paused.
Not now. I just unpaused it. I'm having some people move some beds.
Okay.
So I was looking around to see who was not doing anything. And, like MS was going to build a marble tile. It's like, you can move a bed before you do that. Stasius, you can move a bed before you do that. There.
I'm using Cassius Belly to deconstruct all these shelves because the animals keep putting stuff on the shelves instead of bringing it over to the new area.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't touching her. If somebody had like a task that looked like they had been put onto it, like especially if it's got the clear prioritized work thing, that I wasn't touching them. If they were just doing something,
But, yeah.
like I'm not touching Cats because she's making components.
Like, you're doing what we want you to be doing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. J. Kim's, making a bionic arm. Okay, sure. Although honestly, move a bed first, then you can go back to your arm.
Yeah.
So let's assign some Cats for Life. That's going to be your bed. Set owner Sigmund Freud. That'll be your bed. Who's missing a bed that doesn't? We have an extra. Oh, we have a bed here that's not set for somebody, I guess. Who still has a bed over here?
It doesn't keep their ownership when they move.
I know. No, but I think this bed, everyone currently has a bed. Both either accounting over there or over here, so I'm moving people to the beds as they appear over here. Jealous Mike has a double bed all to himself.
No.
We had a happy couple, and then they got themselves all split.
Or killed.
Well, no, in this case they split up.
Oh, okay.
Set owner Fluffy. That'll be your bed. Whoa! Something's on fire. Something's on fire.
Oh, it's a dry thunderstorm crap.
Actually, you know what? Stasius, she's going to beat the fire out.
Is that the first lightning strike? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I'm actually going to... Chelsea Mike, you're going to lose this bed. Who's our married couple?
I don't
Couple...
know, if you just one by one go to them and look at their needs.
Cassius Belly and Stasius. I'm going to give them this double bed since it's already installed.
Right.
So Chalice Mike will need to give him Cassius Belly. Who did I say? Watershine?
I don't remember. Cassius Belly is married to...
Stasius.
Yeah.
So.
Well, lover, they're not married.
Lover, whatever. They're partnered up. They need to be in a bed together. Stasius, go to your bed. There we go. So that's one bed done. And then Chalice Mike is beating a fire out. And when he's done with that, I'll have him move his bed, and he can have a bed.
There'll also be more fires.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to do it right now.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you want somebody to focus on doing that, you'll have to take them off fire control.
Nope, not touching it. Although Mr. Gray should probably not be doing it.
Why?
Because he's about to have a mental break.
Oh!
Did I call it, or did I call it? He is dazed. Final straw. Mr. Gray, man, you are such a punk.
Mm-hmm.
Such a punk. So, about 10 minutes left, and then I'm going to close the stream for this week.
That works because I still need to go pick up my truck.
You got to get your truck. I got work to get to. I got to pee. I got a dog to walk. I got lunch. The device, she's going to yell at me in 10 minutes. Say, feed yourself. Feed the mutt. So, it's good timing.
Yep.
So, definitely, if I end up having to slide the stream back a little because I need more time in the morning to work, I have to change that lunch reminder, move it forward. Because right now, it's actually like, because it was set before I changed my schedule. So I'm eating at like 6:30 in the morning, and then it's like 12 hours until lunch, or 6 hours until lunch. So I actually may move, but I put it there because it was after the stream time.
Yeah.
Major break wrist. Zoe.
We can take her off as well.
I got her. Work. Zoe. So, and then what do you need? Zoe, you need to just go play. Okay, so she should. And then clear prioritize work. Yep, she's gonna go drink garden tea. Juicebox, Hero, Stasius, and Warren. Let's check them.
I mean, if they're just a minor breakers, so
It's a minor. I'm just keeping an eye on him. Juicebox, he should be okay. Stasius and Warren. Warren is drinking garden tea. He's not out there. Don't have to worry about him. Stasius is sleeping. Okay, so they should be okay. So Zoe's the one we need. And now we're up to... No, what's... J-Cams, what's your problem? She's hungry. She's jealous of Warren's bedroom. Where's Warren's bedroom? Oh, well, here. I can definitely give... Jealous Mike, here's your bed. There. Didn't have to move one. Where is Warren's bedroom? Why is she so jealous of Warren's bedroom? What has he got? I don't know. But here. I will put that there. Okay, so Zoe's feeling better. Zoe, move that dresser since you're feeling better. Now we got a fire over here.
yeah, the lightning strikes that happen in the.
I'm putting, since she's over here, I'm going to put her back on fire for a second so she can beat this fire out. Because she's right here. It's like 3 more seconds on delay on that thing, and she would have been toast, yeah. No, fight the fire. It's spreading.
There is one fire off to the northeast that I'm just going to let go because it can only eat that small area.
Yeah, as fast as Zoe's beating this fire out, it's spreading back to the places she just put out. Setherizer, have a good day. Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
Sorry your character died.
Yeah, Zoe's not going to be able to hold this off on her own.
Oh, they're coming.
I'm trying to get her to go after the big ones, but... I keep seeing things come onto the screen thinking, oh yeah, he helps here. Oh no, it's just an animal. Well, at least there's no more. The weather's clear now.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for joining us, Etherizer. We'll catch you next time. Appreciate you popping in there. So, all right, Cellist Mike, I'm going to ask you. You ready for next week?
Going to school?
No?
I mean, I'll do it, but I'm not ready.
Yeah, at this point, you can't even tell she's been doing anything. It's bigger now than when she started.
It just affects the rate of growth, her efforts.
Yeah. Because, yeah, it was spreading so fast. It's like by the time she would get one out, all the ones that she had just put out around her were starting. Like, you're not even fighting a staying action at this point. Your burn line is not working. You failed to create a burn line. So, well, I know one thing I'm going to do this weekend. I'm going to, and if you're willing to help out, I'm going to experiment with the beta version of Twitch Toolkit 2.0. but like
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
not like online. You know, like what we've been doing with yours. Let me pause it for a second because I need Zoe to go. Please tell me you're okay. Good, she's eating. Okay, good.
So not streaming.
No, not streaming, but you know, like where we just do the
We can do it
single player.
like I've been doing with mine. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can see, I can give him feedback. If it goes well, then I'll use it on Monday.
And we can try it without mods first, and then incorporate mods.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go straight. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight in with just like core and toolkit, and then just see how it goes for a while, and then go from there with my single player mods. So, because I like my mods, but you're right, they can cause problems.
Yeah, the only reason why I use mods in the single player game is because I want the experience to stay consistent.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that makes sense. Oy. So we should also this weekend we should discuss what we want to talk about on Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay.
I know at least on Tuesday I'm going to be checking in with you to see how you're doing after Monday.
Yeah.
Charles Mike is going to pray. You do that.
Why aren't these lights turned on?
Which lights?
Oh, I thought there was lights in the research room. There's not.
No. I don't even think they have.
They have power. It's just...
They have power, just no lights. Yeah, here. I'll build a copy of
No,
something.
I already.
You already- Oh, okay. Cool. That's one thing I wish would show when you're going to build. That light's already there, because I cannot tell you how many times I put double lights in a room just because I didn't realize.
If they've been completed, you can see the lights.
Yeah.
It's just a little purple dot. But if they haven't been completed,
Silver. They send us money. Okay, sure.
Mr. Gray is still dazed.
Of course he is. Did you expect something else?
Yes. But that's fine.
Alright, I'm going to have Dukes move another bed. Chalice Mike, what are you doing? You're going to rest. I thought you had a bed. Oh, you're going to the hospital to rest. I guess I can allow that. Vlad Damien.
I'm taking Fluffy to finish some deconstruction stuff. And then we'll start getting the
Can't work on that. Here, you do this. You work on this bed. So, alright, well, it's 12:27. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream.
Oh, Dukes.
Hide in room, Dukes. Poor his proposal. It's because of his proposal. He's pitching a tantrum. So, Chalice Mike, you can go ahead and say goodbye. Yeah. Sorry about the internet thing. I did the speed test beforehand. It was fine, and then in the middle there, I just did another speed test, and it's like, ooh, something's wrong.
Yeah.
So, when all else fails, did you turn it off and turn it back on again? So I'll have 2 VODs.
And everybody is still watching. Thanks for joining. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for watching.
Yep.
It was not a PTSD day, and that's fine.
Yep. No, we had a lot of heavy topics this week, so we decided to go light this time. So we just talked about, fascism, socialism, Brexit, racism. Yeah, we did with all the light topics.
Hey, I farted in the microphone.
Huh?
I farted in the microphone. I tried to keep it light.
Yeah, and I made this was a pro stream. No mistakes happened. There's no evidence of anything.
Can't prove it.
Can't prove it. And the internet's not forever, right? So, right. So I will catch you guys for sure. I'll catch you Monday. I make it the hankering to do some stream over the weekend, but lately it just hasn't been. I just haven't felt like doing it. So I will see everybody Monday.
Bye, everyone.
Say goodbye, Chalice Mike. You did. I'll be right back. All right, and we are going to host. Let's find out. Let's see. Figure out who we're going to host here using streampuppy. John. Yep. Thank you. You have a good weekend too. Monday we'll be bringing back the single player story, the Rim story. So be sure to come back for that, and maybe we'll even do the beta version of the toolkit. Who shall we host? Yesterday I did the game mechanic. Is Mr. Gray still on? I saw he was on earlier. Since he's causing us all kinds of problems in our stream. No, you know what? I think maybe I don't see him anymore. If he is, he's probably on his way to ending. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cast a host for Mr. Charlie Pryor. He's playing some Rimworld. Did I get that right? Yep. That's not. He's not playing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So he cooked last night. But yeah. Currently he's playing Rimworld. So. Yep. I will be back on Monday. Everybody have a good weekend. Thanks everybody for tuning in, for joining. Thanks Charles Mike. Thanks Dimmer for hopping in Discord with us. And there's the device telling me I need to eat. So I should go. Bye.